My name is Tony Wallace, and this is my story. Before I actually got to New Life, I connected with BJ, or Benjamin Davy, through camp. Side plug there, it's important to go to youth camps when you get a chance to, because you never know what connections you're gonna make. But I met BJ prior to moving to Tampa while I was in high school. And when I graduated high school and wanted to start my college academics, I moved to Tampa and I connected with BJ. And I still remember the first time I stepped into New Life at 109th. Actually, I came during a choir rehearsal, and I was immediately hooked with music, because coming from my old church at First Pentecostal, formerly known as First Pentecostal, now East Wind, I was heavily involved in the music ministry, played music, played drums, sang, did all of the music things there. So when I came here and I came into the choir rehearsal, just introducing myself during that practice, as BJ showed me around the 109th campus, I was immediately hooked with their music. Started coming to New Life in 2004, and then I actually made a mistake, and it kind of brought me away from the church for a little bit, for about 7 years. Still continued on with my education, and I got that done. And by the time I was ready to, I guess you would call it, grow up, I came back to the church, and I came back to New Life. I remember sitting now here at 6912, sitting in the back of the church, and Minister Wilkerson, Sister Wilkerson, she was on the stage during the service, and there was an altar call, and I was sitting in the back of the church, and she found me somehow. She came up to me and she said, son, I don't know you from a can of paint, but the Lord told me that he's not done with you yet. And so she said, you need to go to the altar. And I just obeyed. I went to the altar. At that time, I repented. Ended up getting rid of some things, some blockers in my life, if you will. I came back to service the next week, and Sister Wilkerson came back to me again. And she told me, you know, she was in tears, and she said, God spoke to me, and she told me that I'm not done with you yet. She said it again. She said, you need to go back to the altar. And that was kind of it. When she said that, I totally just surrendered at that point. I went to the altar, I repented, I decided that I was gonna live for God, and that this was what I was gonna do with my life. Had finished my school, I was ready to go into a career, but I know I wanted God in my life, and I know I wanted to live for God. So at that point, I slowly but surely started getting plugged in. Sister Ann Pierre came up to me, and I guess she heard I can sing a little bit, but she said, hey, what are you thinking about? What do you think about joining the choir, joining the praise team? And I said, you know, I'd be open to it. And next thing you know, I got plugged in and started singing on the praise team. Started to join the choir, started to go and be in youth choir and all the different choirs that New Life has. And I've kind of been in the music ministry ever since. And then from here, I've kind of just expanded the different roles within New Life, now in mentorship and now in the men's ministry. So I'm fully ingrained in the New Life. And I'm just so grateful for a church, for a bishop, for a pastor, for all of the leaders here, and everyone that just take time to show love. Even when I came and then I left and then I came back, I was greeted, came back, greeted with warm hugs and reception, and just made me feel like this was home, that I didn't want to go or be anywhere else.